Hey, Cobras, I'm Noria August, and welcome to our new segment, Interview Wednesdays. Today we have a very special guest, Coach Knight.
Hey, what's going on?
Welcome, Coach Knight, and thank you for coming today. So tell us, who is Coach Knight and where did you come from?
Well, my name is Artis Knight. I came from Miami South Ridge Senior High School, a school in which I also attended many years ago. I'm a graduate of that school. And I'm also in the community. I'm also a Pop Warner coach. I've been coaching since 1997, and I've been teaching. This is my 29th year teaching. So, Coach Knight, basically been here for a while, but I came out of nowhere.
So you are new to South Miami. What do you hope to bring to South Miami culture?
Well, I plan to change the culture, hopefully. My biggest thing, I tell my football players, there's three things that you can control. Okay, three things that you can't control. Number one, you can't control the weather. You can't control the referees, and you can't control the injuries. But there's two things that you can control, which is attitude and effort. And that's what I want to bring here to the South Miami Cobras.
So we do know that you are now making mandatory all players to take after-school tutoring. How important is the academic side as well as the athletic?
Well, as you know, it is called student-athlete, right? Not athlete-student. Therefore, the priority is academics. Not only am I making them go to the tutoring, they also have to sign in because being here on time, the tardiness and the absenteeism is a big no-no. And, to be honest with you, if that's a problem, they can't be eligible to play anyway. So, yeah, I got to implement some different things to get this culture turned around, to make these kids, they're already motivated. I want to just give them a little push to get a little bit motivated more.
Dealing with teens is extremely difficult. What's the hardest part about teaching high school football players?
Everybody has their own personality. Just like a fingerprint is different all over the world, everybody has their own personality. I have to deal with each kid differently. I have to speak to each kid differently. Whether you know it or not, I can do the exercise and blow the whistle, but when kids have problems and I have to pull them to the side to try to rectify the problem, I have to speak to them differently. High school is much different than Pop Warner kids on a more social level. But the X's and O's and the training is pretty similar. You know what I'm saying? Just to a different degree. But like I said, you just have to treat everybody differently. Everybody's a different kid. You just got to do things different.
Everyone wants to know what happens behind the scenes in the locker room. What are some locker room no-nos?
Oh, well, I'm a neat freak. Some people say I'm an OCD kind of. I have to have my cleats lined up. I have to have the lockers closed. The floor has to be picked up. And, I don't like anything smelly. If I see anything on the locker room floor, people are going to pay. But, like I said, one of the do's and don'ts, we do like to keep it clean. We do like to keep it neat. But I do not like horseplaying inside there. I do not like people in the locker room by themselves, unattended. It's a business. We got to take care of business, get out of there, do what we got to do, and then come back in.
So are you thinking of any new additions, bringing any new coaches in?
Oh, yeah. Well, I have a certain staff that I've always coached with. These are the people that, I have under my wing. Football is a game of trust. You have to trust the people that you're working with. If you don't have that trust, there's certain things that you can't do, and then that's not going to make you a successful team. It's based all on trust. So, yeah, I have about maybe 7 or 8 different coaches coming, different position coaches. If I were to tell you their names right now, it wouldn't make a difference. Nobody knows who they are. But we are very successful.
Okay, what about any players?
Well, that remains to be seen. I surely hope, with my following, that a lot of kids will choose to come to South Miami so that we can also expound and build on that culture. Now, me specifically, I have nobody in mind that I know of right now. After the school year comes to an end and then we start in the summer, we shall see.
I see you rocking the new South Miami Cobras merch. Is Cobra County going to get any new football merch?
Yeah. That's one of my fundraisers that I want to do. I want to start getting some new gear out here for my coaches, for the kids, so that we can circulate it around the school. We have to have a sense of pride here. If you don't have no pride, you have nothing. We have to have pride in something. You know what I'm saying? We have to lay our hat down on something. But this was not. I had this made personally. It's just something that I just drawn up and had it made. One of my colleagues made it for me, and I'm gonna have a lot more gear for us people to go ahead and try to purchase.
Well, here comes the big question. A lot of your fans have been asking, is there going to be a spring game?
Well, from what I'm understanding right now, The reason why I'm doing that sign-in sheet is because we had so many kids prior to me coming. I inherited this issue, so I'm going to have to straighten it out. So prior to me coming, there was a lot of kids with absenteeisms, a lot of tardiness, and because we have so many of those people with those issues, we have to, they are ineligible to play in a spring game. Therefore, we probably will be doing a traditional brown and orange game that we usually do amongst ourselves. Nevertheless, it's going to be still competitive. I think that a lot of the kids are going to be very fired up to do it. I think that it's going to be very beneficial to us anyway, because, you know, it's going to teach them a hard lesson. Look, you want to play a spring game, but you don't want to come to school on time, or you don't want to come to school at all. So you got to make these adjustments to them. And this is why, once again, I implemented the little sign-in sheet so that the kids can know, hey, listen, he's watching you. You're on notice. Let's do what we got to do.
Wow, great answers, Coach. Thank you for coming again. Well, that about wraps it up for this edition of Cobra TV News. Bye.
Peace.